Hi, I'm Bob Bricault from Michigan State University Extension, and we're here today to prune this Rose of Sharon bush that's gotten a little tall and a little thick, and we're going to be demonstrating heading back cuts and some thinning cuts to improve the size of this plant, bring it back a little bit, and to thin it out to increase the better fullness of the plant. And before we get started, the first thing we're going to do is remove some of the dead wood within this plant. And how I'm seeing what's dead and what's not dead is there's bark that is peeling off on the inside of this plant. Normal healthy bark is nice and tight. Bark on some of these stems is peeling right off. At this point, we removed all the dead wood, which makes it easier for us to see what we need to do next. And from here, we're going to go with some thinning cuts. And thinning cut, by that we mean taking out a branch, a large branch, all the way back to where it's connected to its main branch, or all the way back down to the ground. In this case, we have a large branch that's kind of awkward in the middle of the plant, and we're going to take that out. The next cut we'll be making is to remove some of the wrapping branches that are rubbing against each other, like this one right here. I'm going to pull that back so I can get my pruners in there. And that gives us a little bit more room, and it's not damaging this main branch anymore. Second thing that we'll be doing, we're going to be doing some more thinning cuts. We have this major branch that has multiple stems coming out of it that are actually pretty much in the way of branches near to them. So we're going to be removing a couple of those. We've now gotten to the point where this plant is thinned out, but we want to reduce the overall size. And to do that, we use heading back cuts. In heading back cuts, we take a branch and we look at it and we decide that if we cut it back to a certain point, we can have a shorter branch here just by heading it back to this branch. And that's what I'm going to do now. And you can see I've reduced the overall size. I'm going to go around the whole plant and start doing that. Now, some of these cuts I want to be thinking about pruning to buds or to branches that are growing out from the inside of the plant, so that these buds aren't going to be growing inside and crossing over with each other. By taking out that main leader, we reduced the size of that branch quite significantly, but we've left a branch that's at least a third of the size of the branch we took out. At this point, we're pretty much done with pruning this Rose of Sharon. We reduced the overall size by about a third. We've made some thinning cuts to open it up so that the plant will spread out and have more growth down below and be much more natural looking, healthy plant.